Quick note before we start. This lesson was recorded in 2020 for my Russian-speaking students and translated with AI so I can make more videos for you. Please support the channel with likes, comments and subscriptions. New lessons are on Patreon. Hi friends. Today we're going to talk about composition. We've touched on it in other workshops, but I want to go a bit deeper. If you're painting a single animal, especially one with a very expressive face, the focal point will most likely be the eyes, the muzzle. If animal is moving, the compositional lines usually follow that movement. But if we have several animals or several objects, think of them as several colour spots, things get a bit more complex and more interesting. Now we get to play. Try different placements. You don't have to copy your photo exactly. Use references and life as a base, but feel free to rearrange, add elements, compose. As an example, I picked koi fish, such a popular and beautiful theme. I suggest a quick assignment for you. Make fast colour thumbnails, just patches. Try different layouts, one larger fish or two fish, with lily pads and without. Lily pads can support the composition too. What can we lean on to build the composition? Direction of movement. The fish can all swim one way or, like here, even if they kind of go the same way, together they can form a star shape, a 3x3 sort of pinwheel. The centre of interest lands right in that star. It's a strong option, and it will also look good on a rectangular sheet. Next, think density and emptiness, how the spots sit on the page. If you end up with a bare corner, you can add a lily pad there. Sometimes a fish can be cropped, partly off on the right or left. That's fine. Depth. Show the water's depth by overlapping elements. That layering reads nicely. Besides direction, it's good when the movement isn't rigidly uniform. Fish wiggle, so a gentle arc feels natural and pleasing, like a waveline, calm and contemplative. Straight, rigid lines feel more dynamic and tense to our eyes. Even though we're looking straight down at the fish and there's no real top or bottom, on a wall our brain still reads a picture as having a top and a bottom. If many heavy elements sit at the top, like in this variant, with big fish up high, it feels uneasy, like they could fall. That imbalance tires the eye. Also try not to place a bunch of cropped bits right at the very top edge. That's uncomfortable too. All of this is guidance, not dogma. Experiment. Do several thumbnail options. You can use my photo as a base, but please try your own variations. Don't copy exactly. Invent, add, edit. To make it less intimidating, start with one element, say, one fish, then think how to add and enrich the composition. I've settled on this layout. The fish together make a soft arc, simple and balanced. If we flip it, to me it feels heavier. In my chosen version, two fish look upward, creating upward motion, while this one flows across. Together it reads more harmoniously. But that's my feeling. You might see it differently. That's great. This is your playground. I'm going to tweak my sketch a bit as I go. By now you've drawn plenty of fish with me, so this part shouldn't be hard. Watch the dorsal fin. It's not exactly in the middle of the body. Don't place it dead center because the fish is turned slightly. I placed the fish according to the composition I planned. Now lily pads, little circles. Vary them. Let some overlap the fish. They sit on top, so that's okay. I'll refine the fish shapes later. I won't paint their patches yet. I'll place those by hand at the end. I'll just mark the fins for now. I also want to give this fish more breathing room. Two pads were crowding it, so I'll nudge one aside. We also need stones. I'll mark the largest stones first, then sprinkle the small ones in between. Totally casual, just making sure they don't repeat each other. They don't all have to be ovals. Some can be more angular, some smoother. Try not to end the stones in a tight ring around the fish. Let them continue behind and beyond, so it doesn't feel like we're outlining the fish with pebbles. colour time. I'll start with the stones, then the lily pads, and only then the fish. For I'm mixing different browns and greys, blue plus warm or cool browns. Choose a palette you like, make the colours alternate so it's not monotonous. First pass. Flat local colour, no shadows yet. On bigger stones I add a little colour variety so they're not one flat brown. One stone can hold several browns. You can even drop in clean water for a few blooms. Let the paper make texture. Brown and blue don't always mix evenly. Those warm, cool breaks give great texture. Then I quietly fill the rest. Stones and the little negative spaces between them. Those gaps can be a darker grey. To work faster, load one mix and paint several stones with it before rinsing. Just keep an eye on alternation so neighbours aren't identical. Next up, shadows. We'll add form shadows and cast shadows around stones and from the lily pads. Here they fall a bit to the right and down. Use a single darker mix, blue plus brown, so the scene stays unified. Run it along the contour, then immediately soften with a clean damp brush. Do this when the first layer is dry so you don't lift it. Yes, it's a bit of a grind filling all these shapes, but look how the volume pops. It's worth it. Once we add the fish, it'll really sing. The lily pads already have their first wash. I recommend picking an interesting green. Don't go straight from the tube. I mixed greens from blue, lemon, and a touch of orange. Take your time to mix a green that fits your scene. Second layer, I leave a fresher, lighter center on the pad and add small dotted strokes, like freckles. Curled edges can catch a bit more color. Create a touch of mystery at the edges. Let it be interesting. Same on the next pad. Skip the very center so it stays light, then work around the rim again. This is an easy technique. The paper and paint make beautiful blooms for you. No special magic needed. Now the fish. There'll be different colors. Look closely at your reference to decide where the shadows sit. Every koi has white areas, shade white with a grey-violet. I first place soft shadows around the white patches, just like we did on the stones, very gentle, full blends. Here we'll leave a black patch. On the lit top plane, you can introduce a hint of blue. Bring the coloured spots right to the edges so we read the fish's form. Don't leave all the patches floating in the middle. Let some edges be torn and soft, others crisp. You can glaze across a spot to melt an edge. This fish is red. I'll use a clean red, more orange toward the middle, and add a touch of violet in the shadows. Remember the white rules. You can warm the lower belly with a yellowish note and a light brown glaze. Oops, ran over the fin a bit. No worries. And our koi are done. It took a while, but I think it was worth it. Yours will be wonderful too. Play with different compositions, different numbers and colours of fish, and use these compositional ideas with other animal groups as well. Keep experimenting. If something doesn't work, try again. Thanks for painting with me. See you in the next masterclass. Bye.